Hello, hello. I'm recording a video to answer a question, closing a loop, tying a bow on a question that I didn't answer during Envision 2021, thanks to something beautiful that emerged during Envision 2020. So during Envision 2020, there was a group of women who self-organized, I think through the chat, maybe through DMs during the event last year, who said, "Hey, I'm an Agerbeck Method. Is anyone else looking for somebody to study with? Study buddies or accountability partners." And a group formed, and they have been meeting, I believe, every Sunday. I believe it's either on Discord or Slack or both. And the format is that they put that time on their calendar, and it's sort of like a co-working space. So wherever you are in the course, that is time you are dedicating to making progress with other folks who are also making progress in the Agerbeck method. So the question came up at Envision 2021, now that there's Loosetooth.Studio, what do you want us to do with that group? Great question, very lovely to be thinking that way about, for me over here. So as the person who created AgMe, here we go. Fundamentally, I want you to learn the Agerbeck method. I want you to progress through the course. I want you to learn in the ways that you learn best. I happen to be somebody who is very much a lone wolf. So I personally am not the kind of person who's going to seek out those study buddies. And I'm not everybody, thank goodness. So really fundamentally, self-forming, self-organizing groups to help you learn, make progress, bounce ideas off of each other, all of it, 2 thumbs up, all of it gets a sprout, gets a heart, totally love it. And knowing that that's not the way I learn, but it is the way a lot of folks do learn, I had created 2 kind of spaces or containers for that kind of thing to happen, which didn't really work. Fully admit it, not everything works, right? So one of those was a Facebook group specifically for AgMe. And some folks signed up for it, but they weren't sort of self-organizing, and eventually we retired it. Personally, I'm trying to not have much of my own personal livelihood controlled by other people's social media platforms. Personal choice. The other was that a whole lot of you saw this, that when you registered for the Agerbeck Method course, you also got a second thing called AgMe Community. AgMe Community is a part of the same platform all the courses are on. It's called Kajabi. And that is what they call their community product, which is basically a really clunky forum. And for those who did join me at Envision 2020, that is what we used during the event itself. And it's clunky. It's a forum. The biggest reason I chose it was it is the one place in Kajabi world where people can upload their own photos. I wish we could do it within the courses. We can't. So in all the courses, you can always write text comments, but you can't upload an image within the courses themselves. Thus, this extra space that didn't really get traction. And I fully know, as a facilitator, as somebody who is creating experiences for folks, a lot of times those spaces don't work unless people are really fostering that environment. So both the AgMe Facebook group and AgMe community on Kajabi, which is at loosetooth.com, didn't really help get that traction, didn't really help people with their social learning. So happily, again, at Envision 2020, this group self-formed. They use Slack. I think they also use Discord to create that social learning, to have that time on the calendar that they were meeting together live, making that progress at their own pace in the course. Again, all for that. And now, because of the launch of Studio and Studio Plus this year, there is a new space. And I'm very, very happy with, I'm hearing some noises above, they're a little distracting. Happily, this whole sister site of Loosetooth.Studio is built on Mighty Networks. Mighty Networks is far better designed for actual humans connecting with each other. Kajabi is fantastic for me communicating to you through that course format, but here at Loosetooth.Studio, far better interface for connecting with each other, not just hearing what the heck I have to say. So given that we have these 3 tiers of membership, Studio, Studio Plus, Camp Draw More, and we have within this space, these circles, I created a circle specifically for anybody in Agerbeck Method. So anyone registered for the Agerbeck Method, whether you just signed up or you've been there, had the course for years, as long as you are registered for Agerbeck Method, you can get access to the circle called AgMe. And that is so that we have a space for folks to connect with each other here at Loosetooth.Studio. So, and that's available all levels of membership. As long as you're a member, you get access to that circle. If you're watching this and you were here for ENVISION, but not yet a member, come on over, become a member. Happy to have you in the AgMe circle. And a couple things I super duper love about Mighty Networks as the platform that helps us create this Loosetooth.Studio space is that one, there's a group chat. So you can chat with everybody who has chosen to be part of the AgMe circle. So that's one way for folks to communicate with each other. Second, you can set up events within that circle. So if folks want to self-organize and say, let's meet this time, once a week or once a month or whatever the folks want to do, you can schedule events within that circle within Loosetooth.Studio. So that could be a Zoom call, that could be, let's all get on and do chat with each other. I think there might be a couple other formats. Those are the 2 that are sticking in my mind right now. And what I super duper 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 love, which was a huge issue with the old community spaces, was the notifications. You get to control what kind of notifications you get. So for those who love knowing exactly what's happening, exactly as it's happening, you can choose to turn on notifications at the circle level, at the topic level, so that anytime somebody's posting, you're getting that message. And I'm kind of in this camp. I don't want 1,000 email messages or text messages, because you can do it by text as well. At the bottom of those emails, there is a link that will let you change your preferences. And that one of those choices is you could choose a daily digest. So that's just going to send you 1 email a day that has all the notifications in it. And you can also choose to turn off those notifications at any time. So a lot of control on your side to be able to choose exactly what information you do and don't want. And given we all have all this information coming at us all the time, I think that is a beautiful thing, because Loosetooth.Studio absolutely was built to be a restful place, a happy place for us to focus on our visual thinking practice, that we don't have all the ads on the side and all the memes and all the politics and all the everything mixed in. Yes, it is a paid membership, and it is this lovely curated space for us to do exactly what we're doing here. And within that, great opportunity for folks to self-organize around learning the Agerbeck method. So the last aspect of that is, which I know is why the question was raised this year, what if we have those groups? What about what happens here in Loosetooth.Studio? I'm not going to stop anyone from connecting and learning together. Only thing is, when you pay for a membership here, the access you have to this content here in Loosetooth.Studio is a benefit of membership. So all I ask is, please don't share that with folks outside of the membership. Encourage them to join us happily at the tier 1 level, the lowest cost. You get access to AgMe Circle, you get access to the monthly lenses. And that absolutely was designed to be a more affordable way to get this shared space anytime you want. And of course, the Studio Plus and Camp Draw More was more access to me, more live time, but happily at the studio level, that is for anybody and everyone to join in and share this virtual studio space together. So hope that answers the question, ties a bow, gets you thinking about how you learn best and who you learn best with. If you're a lone wolf like me, fantastic. Keep doing what you're doing. And again, to reiterate, all of my courses are a guilt-free zone. This is why I give you lifetime access. If it takes you 3 years to complete AgMe, great. If it takes you 3 months, bless you. So again, if you are thinking, well, I signed up for that thing and I haven't done it and I'm feeling bad about it, no need. Any of the courses. I'm real good at building really big courses, chock full with, all my experience. So learn in the ways you learn best. If you are watching this and soon you'll be leaving Loosetooth.Studio because you were just here for ENVISION 2021, or perhaps you're watching this in a future year, be well, self-organize, do what works best for you. And of course, I absolutely welcome folks to join me in the membership in Loosetooth.Studio so we can continue these awesome conversations, so you can connect together in that AgMe circle. You can have those group chats, you can organize whatever events you like, and you can have whatever notifications you want that keep you coming back here to Loosetooth.Studio. Hope this was informative, affirmative, informative. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask below. Thanks for watching.